Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. It's that time of year again. This is welcome back to the channel. For those that don't know, my name is Matthew and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. Today we're going to do the latest in the series of what I do when the new Magic sets come out. I always do these traditionally, which I do the week I do them on set release. So the new set is called Murders at KARLOV Manor. For those that don't know, so it's MTG meets Cluedo, or a detective kind of thing. So there's a detective thing kind of theme running in this set. Anyway, we'll go through the set and explain a little bit more about the mechanics and various thematic things as we go along. Anyway, what I do on these videos is basically when the new set's released, I open some boosters. I'm not opening today. We're going to open. So for those who know, when you go to pre-release, you get what are called pre-release kits, which are these boxes here. This is the latest ones. So I'm going to open 2 of these boxes and some regular boosters. I'm also got some various promo packs and various stuff. And for those that don't know, I traditionally give away I do a code giveaway. So those that don't know, you get code cards in the box, the pre-release boxes, which you can use in Arena. Anyway, the thing that is newest about this set isn't the mechanics or the theme. It's the new boosters. They're called play boosters. So they're between what used to be a regular booster, a draft booster, and a set booster. So they've basically amalgamated them now. So you've basically only got these boosters, basically. It's to try and make it easier for retailers and potentially players, but like there's a higher amount of rares on average in a pack. Anyway, we're going to open 2 of these pre-release kits and some packs and see what I crack. Wish me luck. And you see, good luck for those that are trying to claim the codes later as well. I mean, you say I've pre-opened the boosters. I haven't looked at the boosters. I've taken them out of the wrappers because on these videos I was struggling to do it and filming at the same time. All right, so this is going to be what's pre-release kit 1. I mean, you say before I start opening the packets, thanks very much to my shops. Thanks very much to the Gamers Guild, which I went to their. I went to a draft and a pre-release of them. I did very well at both of these events. I won my Friday pre-release, the F&M pre-release, and I won my release draft as well. And thanks very much to the Game Shop in Aldershot, which also provided me with the other amount of the product in them. And I also went to 4 of their events as well. All right, let's start with the first one. So for those that don't know, there you get what I'll show you the pack which you get. So this is basically. So in each pre-release kit, and this is what the pre-release kit is. So that's the detective guy from the. I can't remember what it is. He's a mythic rare anyway. I've opened him. He's also the art on the booster as well. So these are the boosters. They're a bit skimping on the boosters. They only have like 1 artwork. Before, I remember, but it was quite a while ago now. They used to have different artwork on the booster. All right, that's the current booster. Right, and this is the pre-release booster. So in the pre-release pack, you get a code card. I've taken them out. I'm going to do the code giveaway later, as always. I mean, you say this is I'll explain then that's basically just the paraphernalia that you get with it. So in this pack, you get 2 promos. One has a date stamp, and one does not have a date stamp. The one without the date stamp, you couldn't play in limited, which is kind of frustrating. They keep doing this. They keep giving you things you can't play in your sealed deck, which is kind of frustrating. Alright, so they're going to be 2 promos. Let's see if we get. I can't remember how many different ones there are. There's like 5 or something. So like we'll see what we get. Anyway, wish me luck. So we've got the first one. Apologise for the glare on the camera, but some of the foils. So all these pre-release cards are foil. I mean, you just say the curtains are shut today. There's a bit of a glare from the sun, so I'm not doing this. Anyway, this is a Voja, which is Jaws of the Conclave. So this is 2, a red, a green, and a white, which is a Naya. So it's a 5/5 vigilance, trample, and ward free. Whenever he attacks, put X1 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. Where X is the number of elves you control. Draw a card for each wolf you control. Interesting, and there's there's been various things that make Varja kind of like token, and there's Tolsimir that makes an actual wolf token is there. Anyway, you couldn't play them in limited. These are cool cards. I've already got it, unfortunately. I did I do? I did 3 pre-releases. And how many drafts have I done now? 3 pre-releases, 3 drafts. So I've got these are from my winnings. Okay, so next card is Hide in Plain Sight. That's interesting. Not one I recognise. So this is a 4-mana sorcery. It's look at the top 5 cards of your library. Cloak 2 of them. So okay, Cloak is worth explaining. So Cloak is a mechanic in the set. So basically, various things. It's like the old mechanic Morph, except it is to cloak a card. You put it onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature. It has Ward 2. That's the difference between it and Morph. So you can basically turn it face up anytime for its mana cost. Oh no, Cloak means you can turn it face up for its mana cost. The other ones with thing disguise on can turn face up for the cost on the disguise cost. And you can turn it face up if it's a creature card in it. So that's an interesting card. I'll explain the other mechanics as we get along to them. Right, so these are going to be the regular boosters that were in the kit. And these are going to say, now you get, most of them they either have a token or an art card. So this is an art card. I knocked the packet on the floor, but it's alright, I'll pick it up in a moment. Okay, that's the art card. And we'll turn it face up the other way because it's saying, I'm not going to spend a large amount of time on any of the commons and uncommons, but I'll explain the ones that I like and various things we can get to. Okay, so that's the first creature we have with Disguise. So this one's a 5 mana for a 4/2, but it has Disguise 2 black-red hybrid. So it's basically, you can cast the card face up, face down for a 3/3 as a 2/2 creature with Ward 2 and turn it face up for the disguise cost. So it's basically like Morph with plus. So for those that play Animal and the other Morph commanders, that you might get some cards in this set. Dog Walker's Expo. What I like this card. It has disguise. And there are quite a few dogs in the set, and as people know, I like my pets and my dogs. My dog features in my video. She's not currently with us at the moment. She may join us later. She's next door. So this card makes 2 tap 1/1 white dog creature tokens. So I don't know if correct me if I'm wrong. This might be the first thing that makes dog creature tokens, or there might be. There's lots of things that make cat creature tokens. Anyway, and for those that have Rin and Siri. And various decks like that, you might like that. And you said I aim to play a Ren and Siri dog only at some point. And when you said those that don't know me in paper, I'm mainly a limited and a commander player. Those are the 2 formats I like the most. I like draft more than sealed anyway. And commander I love as well. I do various other MTG videos, and they're mainly about my commander decks. I have 42 of those, and I'm working my way through it. Featuring the last video I did was Chatterfang, and I should have a GSF video out. That's the dinosaur commander for those that don't know. I should have that out probably later in the month. Alright, let's try and get through these packs. Looting effect, not much. So there's some split cards in the set, this being one of them. This is Flotsam Jetsam. This is 1 a green and a blue for Flotsam. And for those that don't know the split cards, they're basically like having 2 spells stapled together. When you cast it, you can pay either of the cards for the cost on the card and get that bit. As opposed to there was some stuff in Unlock, which is like super split cards, where they're like more than 2 of these stapled together. Anyway, you can play either spell. You can't play both. And this one is 1 and green and blue for mill 3 cards. Investigate. Okay, so Investigate basically is one of the mechanics from the set. Investigate is worth explaining. So it creates it's an evergreen mechanic now, more or less, anyway, because it's in a lot of set. It basically creates a clue token. It's an artifact with 2 mana. Sacrifice this artifact. Draw card. Jetsam is 4 of blue, a black, and blue and a black. For it's similar to an older spell. It's each opponent mills 3 cards. Then you may cast a spell from each opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost. If a spell cast this way, will be put into graveyard exile instead. So what's it like? It's like the Diluvian Primordial, I believe, without the body. Oh, all right. So these are, that's a good pull already. That's one of these lands. So this is Lush Portico. This is the green white, which is the Celestian. Well, I'm going to call it Celestian because that's my favourite of the old school guilds, and I am an old school player. I've been playing since 2001. I've been playing tournaments since then anyway. Right, so Lush Portico enters the battlefield tapped, and it's basically like a Scryland. I mean, it's a slight upgrade to Scryland in most decks anyway. It's basically like an upgrade, because when it enters the battlefield, you surveil 1, so you can look at the top card of your library and you can put it into your graveyard, which is good for like Reanimator kind of style of decks, and the decks I certainly would want these into over the Scryland. They're just straight upgrades most of the time. Anyway, that's the first Scryland I've opened, and one of they're a good thing to have for various decks, and there could be multiple rares in this pack. Okay, so that's the last pull to go. Okay, so now I try. So this is cryptic. Another word. So this is basically like a mana rock kind of thing. It basically collects evidence free, adds 1 mana of any color, put an unlock counter on it. It's basically sack it, surveil free, then draw 3 cards. Activate it. It only has 5 or more unlock counters on it. Okay, not particularly good, I don't think. I've played a wide variety of things in limited anyway. So I played black red at one of the pre-releases. Just another large thing with morph and a land. The artwork in the set's quite good. All right, let's try and get through these. Oh, I don't remember where these ones come from. I think they were just remaining ones. Yeah, they were. I hadn't grabbed the entire stack. All right, that's set 1. Yeah, okay. Trying to remember where these come from because I'm trying to separate. All right, hopefully this will be a bit better. I've pre-opened the packs. Okay, so these are worth explaining. So these are the clue tokens, but they have a various artwork on the back. So this has got like a Fopter and something. I believe they make a little panoramic picture. And there's also some kind of clues and various things if you're into like the storyline and various stuff like that. Anyway, that's a clue token. All right, that's pack. All right, we'll start with the main pack. I think I'm easy to do it with this hand. Yeah, I'm in the swing now, so let's do it with this hand. So as always, there's various different framed artwork in this set. As always, I can't remember what these ones are called. Lightning Helix, so that's basically worth it. Thing for those. Lightning Helix is an iconic card. It was first printed in the original Ravnica. It's a Boris card, so it's red and a white instant. 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. A solid card in both limited and constructed. And now it's back into Pioneer for those people that play Pioneer. Another split card, Hustle Bustle. Clan Bruiser, so it's a large thing, double strike and trample. Okay, this is a rare, so we've explained Homicide Investigator. So when a black for 2/2. It's when a more non-token creatures you control die, investigate. This ability only triggers once each turn. Okay. We have a foil. Okay, so the detectives of various mechanics in the set. They've got various things that trigger when you basically do things with detectives. And there's got various case things. I'll explain the case when I get to them. We haven't got one in these packs yet. And a land. The land come in all full art as well. Sorry for the camera. Deduce. Let's whisper. Flotsam Jetsam. Another split card. Create and desist. Oh, this is worth. This is another rare. So this is one I had in my draft deck on Saturday, I believe. So this is Ill-Timed Explosion for 2, a blue and a red. So it's draw 2 cards, then you discard 2 cards. When you do Ill-Timed, the explosion deals X damage to each creature, where X is the greatest mana value among cards discarded this way. You don't have to do it. It can be just draw 2 cards if that's what you need. A very good limited spell and eminently splashable in various decks. So this is Sharp-Eyed Rookie. He's a human detective. I haven't seen this one before. So it's 1 and a green for 2/2 with Vigilance. And it's whenever a creature enters battlefield under your control, if its power is greater than it or toughness, put a +1/+1 counter on it and investigate. That seems very good and limited. Oh, we've got another rare. So you can get up to, I believe, 3 rares in these packs. So this is Forensic Gadgetive for 2 and a blue. For a 2/3, it's another detective. It's when you cast an artifact spell, investigate. And activated abilities or artifacts you control cost 1 less to activate. This can't reduce mana cost to less than 1. A land and it's a Niv art card. So there's a new Niv in the set, which is slightly different to the other ones. I'll see if I can open one. All right, so we're on to pack. We're on pack 3. So we've got 2 of these boxes. I've got 15 regular boosters and some other stuff as well to go through. Okay, so that's our first gold art sign cards. I think that's the blue blue mythic in the set. That's the draw cards, and you can make a Thopter as well. And I think I can't remember the rarity on the gold signed art cards. Alright. That's one of my favourite cards in the set. So this is basically, and it also has a mechanic associated with it as well. So this is Person of Interest. This is 3 red for a 2/2. But when it enters the battlefield, suspect it and create a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token. So Suspect is basically this token. This is the thing you have in the set to represent them. So Suspect is a suspected creature has Menace, which means it can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures, and it can't block. Okay, so there's that one. I think it's one of the better commons in the set anyway. Ice Cold, that's one of my least favourite mechanics. Stun, I find it frustrating to play against. On the Doomswift, Buried in the Garden. Concealed Weapon, that's the weapon. That's quite a cool concept. It's basically a weapon. It's a thing. It can start as a creature, face down for its disguise cost, and then it can be flipped face up and attached to something. I think it's anyway. There are various things that are based on like Cluedo and stuff like that. So there's the pipe and various other weaponry in the set. Soul Search. All right, so this is one of the cases. So we can go through this. And then Yannick, if you know what we're watching, this is a Yannick card. Anyway, so cases are basically like they're basically like sagas, basically. Sort of. They feel like a bit like enchantments in a way which they're in enchantments. So basically, they start and do something, and then basically you solve them, and you basically get in things as you think. They don't automatically progress. You have to basically do stuff though. So they feel like sagas in their card frame and that anyway. So this one is Case of the Uneaten Feast. So it's when no creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. To solve, you basically have to gain 5 or more life more. If unsolved, solve at the beginning of end step. So when it becomes solved, you solve in the beginning of end step and you sacrifice the case, and creatures in your graveyard gain. You may cast the card from your graveyard until end of the turn. Foil looting and a foil land. Have I not got any full art lands yet? Anyway, we'll go through them. Next one. A Merfolk token. Don't actually have that one yet, so that's okay. Orangutan, it's just another variant on the original Uktabi orangutan thing. This is Gearbane orangutan. It's 2 and a red for a 2/2. It's also worth bearing in mind this one has reach. Not many people would associate a monkey with having reach, but he does. He can block flyers. It's just whenever he enters the battlefield, choose 1, destroy up to 1 target artifact, or sack an artifact if you do put 2+1/+1 counters on it, and you have various synergies in the set with things that trigger when you sacrifice artifacts and that. Lots of Eavesdropper. This is one of my favourite cards in the set. I like elephants, and I've got an elephant tribal deck, and you should check out my elephant tribal deck video for those that haven't seen it. And then this is a 3/3 for free. 4 mana for a 3/3. Sorry. When it enters the battlefield, investigate. It's when you draw a second card each turn. It gets +1/+1 and vigilance. There's also some other elephants. There's one at rare, but I'll see. Anyway, I aim to try and get those in foil. So far, we haven't got anything. I mean, the land was a good hit, but like the thing, that's just. Anyway, let's see what we can get. All right, so this one is my rare. So this is Pyromantic Performer. This is my most played rare in the set. I had 2 in my pre-release deck. I also had 1 in each of my 2 red draft decks. I played in my Izzet deck and whatever the other... both Izzet decks had one of these. So it's 1 of red for a 3/2. Vishino Assassin. It has Disguise red. So it's basically when it or another creature controls turn face up, the creature deals damage equal to its power to each opponent, which scales up in multiplayer. Oh, okay, this is good. Oh, hello. This is one of the iconic cards in the set, and it's foil as well, so that's a good pull. So the Archdruid's Charm for green. It's like a charm spell, so it basically is a modal spell. This one's at instant speed, and it's choose 1. Search your library for a creature or land card and reveal it. Put it onto the battlefield tapped if it's a land, otherwise put it into your hand and shuffle. So to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, it deals damage to its power to target creature you don't control. or exile target artifact or enchantment. So it's very versatile. Alright, we've got one more pack of this, and then I will go on to the second kit. Oh, I might break up with the promos. We might do the promos next. I'll see, make my decision in a minute. Alright, so this is the last pack in this kit. Anyway, it's just one of these random things. It's not, you get paraphernalia in it. Multiple. Shock. So shock, well, it's not, you don't really need to explain it, but shock is, I would say, better in this set than average, because there's a lot of creatures with disguise have ward cost associated them with. So this is 3 mana, kill target creature with disguise. I mean, so like there's stuff like murder in the set as well, which is kill any creature. But there's so cost with killing the disguised creatures if they aren't able to. If their face down is 2 more, so it costs you 5 mana to murder a creature with disguise. That's a pretty good card. It's when it enters the battlefield, investigate twice, and it's created a 1/1 colours swap to artifact token with flying. Activate if you only sacked an artifact this turn. And this another split card. Put a +1/+1 counter. Create Thopter's Surveil. Very good. Surprise Witness, reanimation with a 3 or less CMC thing, but it also gives it a +1/+1. No, so it doesn't give it a +1/+1. It says put a flying counter on it, and it becomes a spirit. Another good uncommon. When it enters the battlefield, may collect evidence. For its whenever you collect evidence, create a 1/1 colours Thopter token with flying. Oh, hello. Yeah, so that was a good pull. So we've got Vanfar. So this is our first mythic. So this is the Simic one. So it's another variation of Vanfar. It's one of the characters. I'm not a storyline expert, though, so don't take my... Yeah, but he's one of the characters in the storyline anyway. So it's 2 a green and a blue for a 3/4. It's the beginning of combat on your turn. Choose one. Cloak a card from your hand. Put it onto battlefield face down. Yeah, we know what Cloak does. And then it's got another bit. It's put a +1/+1 counter in each colour's creature you control. So good in something. We got a Dronesmith and the first of the full art land. Alright, so that's the first set of boosters, and as I think that was quite a good one. Anyway, let's do some other bits. Oh yeah, I didn't show you the rest of the box. So it's got like various... Oh yeah, I showed you, that's the artwork on the box. The dice these are the dice that come in the pre-release kit. They're like 4 or 5 different ones, so that's the symbol from the set. There's another one here, the blue one, and we might be seeing some more in a minute. Right, that's that one. Let's break it up with some... I've got some stuff that was given away, or prizes at the various set. So there were various things. So I'm going to start with... so these were promo packs. These are the current one, the most recent promo packs. So these are given to, basically, they're given away at various events, and how Wizards send them to the stores. And these are the most recent ones, and they actually came out on time, for, unlike some of the other ones. The excellent ones our store took ages to get. Anyway, these are the current ones. This is Judith pictured on the packet. These are 3 card boosters. Anyway, we're going to open. We've got 2 of those. These are the regular ones. They're foil ones as well, which are available for winners. But I didn't get any of those ones. I've just got the regular ones. I'm taking the code cards out because I need those. Right. Let's start with the first one. So these have cards that are basically in standard. So basically, this is the first one, the Pride of Hull Club. That's not bad, but I didn't have that anyway. So this is from the current set as well. They don't necessarily all from the current set. They're going to be cards that are standard legal in there. So you could get the Jackpot Shieldred or stuff like that. Anyway, this is a Crocodile Elk Turtle. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total toughness of creatures you control. It's one of the largest toughness creatures in Magic. It's 15 toughness. It's got Defender. I don't even think whether I'll play that in my Wolves deck or not. I have to think about it. It's 2 blue. Until end of turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to player, draw cards equal to its toughness and can attack as though it didn't have a defender. I have to think seriously. I think that card might be alright in my Arcades wall deck. Right, next card. So these are the promos. So these are the full art promos. So this is Crow Wisecracker. These are all cut from the current set. So this is Reach. When he enters the battlefield, destroy target token and opponent controls. That's an interesting one. Mainly going to destroy clues, I think. and Bob Servitor, the thing. So they basically, for those who know the promo packs, they come with these little symbols on them to distinguish they come from free. So this is Bob Servitor. He's 3 of black for a 1/1 with indestructible. When he enters the battlefield, suspect it. When it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. I just got post come. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and you lose a life. When it's dealt damage, target opponent loses that much life. But it's worth bearing in mind, suspect counters, they aren't necessarily one way. There are ways to remove them in the set. So this could basically become, and the person I played against did that. He managed to remove the, it's the white flyer. It's a Lamassu, I believe. It removes all suspect counters from things. So basically it became a 1/1 indestructible blocker as well. Right, that's the first one. Pack 2. Ooh, we got Portal to Frexit. We're starting that. So this is the old one. I don't know if I remember having one of these or not, but it's a good thing to have. It's a mythic from Kaladesh. It's when it enters the battlefield, the opponent sacks 3 creatures. At the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from the graveyard onto the battlefield under control, except it's a Frixin in addition. I might play that in my artifact deck. I'll think about it. Another Kroll Wheels Cracker. And a Case of the Ransack Lab. So that's instants and sorcery spells you control cost 1 less to cast. There's 2 in the blue though for it's the case. To solve, you cast 4 or more instant or sorcery spells, and solved whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. That seems okay. Right, so now we're going on to the so I'll do this bit first. So this was basically one of the things that was given away at the pre-release. I didn't get them at all the pre-releases though. So this is, they're kind of seeming to do stickers now. They started doing them recently with they did them on Eldraine and they did them for Ixalan. And this is the current sticker sheet. So this is for the current ones. So you've got the Bears Murders at KARLOV Manor, the symbol, and that stuff. So that's that. They also gave away these pins, which is the symbol. I don't remember if that looks like the symbol you get for hitting them. I don't remember what rank it is in Arena. It looks like the one from Mythic, from what I remember. Alright, that's the pin. They seem to do these as well recently. Also, one of my pre-releases, they did these little keyring thing, like chibi art. They're chibi art for sure. I mean, you say of the various planeswalkers and the thing. I got this Kyle on. She's one of the better planeswalkers in the set, but it's not one of my favourite things. I would have rather got the Anjani or the Chandra or Liliana or something more iconic. Alright, that was that. Alright, we're going to get... Oh yeah, it's the pro... Oh, it's okay. Now we're going to go to the promo codes. For those that don't know the promo codes, so in each of the packets, you get a promo code which you can use in Arena. It's to redeem for 6 boosters. I'm going to put them up on the screen now. So people, please don't claim more than one of these. Anyway, you can't use more than one of these codes. So they're basically, there'll be a string of letters and numbers, and you basically type it in Arena in the code redeem section, and you basically get 6 boosters. You used to get a sealed deck at one point, but like they're cutting thing. Anyway, bear in mind, as I say, I don't think these play boosters are actually that bad. I feel the drafting and limited experience is not actually that bad. In the UK, from where I'm based, my drafts basically went up. They used to be £18. Now a draft is around 22, and sealed is around 35. So there's an increase there, but it's not as much as some. It's comparable to like the Lord of the Rings set that was more than a regular set, but not as much as like a full Masters set. And I don't know what the Masters sets are going to be, whether they're going to put up the cost of those as well or not. Anyway, wish you luck on the code cards. That's code card number 1. Good luck. Number 2. There's going to be 5, I think. I've already got 1, so I can only use 1. I got the equivalent of 6. I only did 5. And the last one being this one. Right, good luck to those of you. Good luck in cracking your Arena packs. Right, so now we're going to go to a set of promos. There are various different things that were given away recently. Some of these aren't actually technically associated with Murders at KARLOV Manor, but they were given away at the events. So this is one of the things. So this is to celebrate. It's the Year of the Dragon in the Chinese New Year. Outside the shop we were playing at yesterday, there was a load of drumming associated with the like Asian supermarket next door, and they were distracting me us from our release draft. Anyway, this is Dragon Lord Servant. For those who don't know, it's a Goblin Shaman, and it's a 1/3. It's for 1 and a red, and it's Dragon spells you cast cost 1 less. Very appropriate. I like the artwork. A nice card. Chaos Warp. You know what Chaos Warp does. This is just a nice one. It's got like a dragon kind of in the background as well. Is that Niv? I don't think it is, but there we go. Got Underworld Connection, the Enchantment, Enchanted Land, pay 1 life, draw a card. Called Familiar, that's cool for those that like playing Cat Oven. I don't like it personally. And it's called Familiar. Then we've got some older ones that haven't got around to be given out. So this is Veto. These were, I think, from a while back, but we only got them recently. And these are the old school ones with the old school foiling pattern, and these have got these were basically for the X anniversary one, so they basically have got the year they came out on, so it's 2020, and they've got like the old school shooting star on it. Deadly Dispute, or another cat thing generally played in Cat Oven kind of style of decks. And this one was, which I thought had one of the nice foiling on it, so this is Commander Sphere. Right, those are those. I will just clean these off the table, and then we'll get on to the regular packs, which I have on the floor. Sorry for the camera. I'll see if I can clean the table off quickly. Alright, there's those. Let's go on to... Oh, it's the second box. We'll do the second box and then the promo pack. Sorry, I got distracted. Alright. Alright, so this is going to be the first, second box. So we've got a Melek for the promo card. I've already got one of those. So those, no, I'm trying to collect. I try and complete the set of those. So I'll put that one into my trades and put it towards something. So Melek is research power is in toughness, so you can do twice the number of instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard. So it's kind of a Lurgov for instants and sorceries. So it's 3, a blue and a red. It's also the first instance or sorcery spell you cast each turn costs 3 less to cast. I believe they're 4 different promos. I've got Melek and Varja. Oh, hello. That's a good one. That's a good one, and that's certainly a card I'm going to play in my decks. So this is Trostani. This is one of the other characters. It's green, green-white hybrid white for 4/4, which is already undercosted for what it is, but it has loads of abilities. It's 1 and good green. Target creature gains Death Touch until end of turn. Green and white hybrid. Target creature gains Vigilance to end of turn. Or 2 and a white. Target creature gains Double Strike until end of turn. And those. So this will probably go into my Captain Cisse Legends deck. And I would also consider playing this in various other Celestia strategies. It's just a good card, and it's pretty good in limited. So someone can message me when I'm playing the game. All right, saying there were someone playing Commander. Anyway, let's carry on. This was a bonus pack. I think I got an extra one. Yeah, partly gave me one in my prizes. Not over. Right, so that's another Melek. It's another Melek for trade. Okay, so that's the actual promise. Ankav's Rampage. So they basically just gave me one because when I won, that was an additional pack. So they obviously cracked it and took the boosters out to get away. So this is 3 red and a red. Destroy all artifacts you don't control. Then exile top cards of your library, where X is the number of artifacts we'll put into the graveyards from the battlefield this turn. You can put a creature card from exiled onto the battlefield. It gains haste. Return to the battlefield at the beginning of end step. Right. So that's good. I'm happy with the Trostani anyway, for sure. All right, that's another one of the things. It goes into the panorama. I was thinking if we get all of them, we can probably try and make the picture. Right. I need to do this the other way. I aim for like 45 minutes on this video kind of anyway. I mean, it's like, hopefully people are enjoying the new set. I agree. I'm enjoying it anyway. I mean, you say, even if people don't enjoy it, there'll be a new set shortly because they keep doing them and doing it rapidly. Right? Oh, that's quite cool. So that's one of the detect. This is Thinking Cap. This is an equipment. So this is equipped creature gets 1/2 and equipped detective 1 mana. I think they've done similar things to this before. And there's a Sphinx in the set, which is an uncommon for a 4/3. I think it's 4/3 flyer, and it basically can get this or another kind of thing you associate with the detectives. Hedge Whisperer. And for those that don't know, also in addition to the thing, I do various other content. I do video game content as well, and I do mainly MTG and video game content. And those that are still watching and haven't subscribed already, please hit that like and subscribe button. It will help the channel grow tremendously. I aim to improve the quality of these kind of videos. I may even do some gameplay videos of Arena at some point, because that's easier to show on the camera. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Alright, so we're at the rare in the pack now. So we've got 10th District Hero. So this is similar to an older card. So this is 1 and a white for a 2/3. It's basically, what's the thing? It's like, I can't remember what the card's called, but it's like, it has one level. So it's basically 1 and a white, collect evidence 2. It becomes a human with 4/4, a base power and toughness, 4/4 and vigilance. And then it's got 2 and a white, collect evidence 4. If it is a detective, it becomes legendary named Stalwart. It has base power and toughness 5/5. And it gains other creatures you control have indestructible, which is quite good. Right. Oh. Okay, so this is one of the alternate frames. I don't remember what you call it. I don't remember what you call it, to be honest. If you know, put it in the comments. So this is KARLOV Visionary Inventor. 5 of blue and a red. For a 4/4, it has Menace, Ward, and Haste. It's when it or it attacks, sacrifice any number of other creatures, then exile the top X cards of your library, where X is a total power. You may cast any number of instants and or sorcery spells from exile without paying their mana costs. That's an interesting card. Out cold, in foil, and a land. Right, next pack. It's worth bearing in mind, people, you can now get list cards in the booster now, and you can play these in limited, so there's lots of them. I don't think I can't remember, I'll show you when we get a list card. I haven't seen any of them. There's a list card, they've got a mark on the bottom. Multicolored spells. Detective. So this one's good. We think this is one of the best uncommons in the set for various strategies, because it is a 0/3, but it blocks the early disguise creatures, and when it attacks, you may sack an artifact or discard a card. If you do, draw a card, and it gets +2/+. I certainly played most of those. This is a Borat Clambasher. And we got a Thundering Fall, so that's a blue-red Savell land. I don't know. I'll definitely try and get a set of all the lands. Anyway, Tessa, so one of the iconic things, is 1 of white and a black for a 2/3 with Death Touch at the beginning of your end step. Investigate for each opponent who lost life. And then say, whenever a clue you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying. It only triggers once a turn. I think the ones I saw when my opponent played it, I killed it more or less the turn that it came out. So the thing. Essence of Antiquity, that's a large thing. That's a golem, basically. It has a large disguise. So it basically, when it's turned face up, creatures you control gain hexproof from turn to turn. It's on a 1/10 body. That's a really odd stat line. And then we have, okay, so this is one of the list cards. So you see it came from MH2 originally. And they're thinking a bit about what cards they put into the set. So this has synergies with the set. So this has Investigate on it. And it's probably one of the more original cards that had Investigate on it. And there's stuff like Ixodron and stuff for the things that have interaction with the disguises. We've got Planes and an Imp token. That's quite cool, Imp token. I like that. Right. Onward. Right. Another signed art card. That's the second signed art card we've got. And then on the proper pack, we've got Confiscation. Right, so I'll try and speed up. Sorcerer. Escape Tunnel, so that's basically cool. It's like kind of like an Evolving Wilds or a Terramorphic Expanse. Other than it has another ability, which is basically, so it in a multicolored deck, it can fix your mana basis. And it can also be used as a combat trick. So it sacrifices Escape Tunnels, target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Rage. Galvanize. It's a good one. So this is one of the landmark cards. So this is basically a detective rule. So it's other detectives you control get +1/+1. It's whenever you draw your second card on each turn, target detective can't be blocked. Very cool. Candlestick. I've got one of these for you, Sam. I'll literally give it to you the next time I see you. Who was looking for one for thing. Another ill-timed explosion. That's my second copy. I think that's the second foil one of those I've opened, and they're full out land. So we go on with the next one. Another one of those. Right, let's flip it over. Running out of space on the table today. Let me see, I've got my mat in the background. I've also got my Magic t-shirt on, but I'm not going to show that on the camera. When I finish this video, I'm probably going to play on the computer. I also need to sort out some. Someone I need to link my one of my decks to someone as well. I mean, I'm quite enjoying most of the Magic sets recently for limited anyway. So most of them I've been quite enjoying, but they make them at an alarming regularity. They said they keep printing and pumping them out. They're devaluing all the singles and various things. Anyway, I'm still enjoying them for limited anyway. Which Tin Suit Gossip. That's a large 4/4 taps for red and green. Oh, this is probably the rare of the day. Ill-timed explosion. So that's the first. Well, like I've opened 2 copies today and 1 previously. So I opened like 3 total. It's very good and limited, but it's not worth it much. Right, so now on to the next pack. The thing. So they kind of line up in like a picture like that. I think that's kind of the what we're there. So we'll leave it there and see if we get the other ones. Right, I'll turn this over. I think there's 5 of them in the panorama. For those that don't know me in person, I'm in the United Kingdom. I'm in England. That's a covert ambusher in the, or was it? I think it's called a case frame. Actually, that might. I feel that's probably correct. Anyway, they give you lots of choice on which artwork and I think the artwork in general is quite good. All right, it doesn't add up. And for those that don't know other games, I also do digital pack openings. I do Hearthstone pack openings as well. The last one of those didn't come out correctly though, because I didn't use the software correctly and I didn't reconfigure the settings, so the last one didn't come out. But I should be doing another one for the next set. I mean, that's probably going to be announced this week. So this is Conspiracy on Revelers. So this is our, what was it, our second or third? I can't remember how many mythics we opened now, three or so. Anyway, this is Conspiracy on Revelers. It's 5 of blue and a blue for a 6/6 flyer. You may collect evidence 10 rather than pay the mana cost for spells you cast. A interesting card. Anyway, it's certainly a mythic. Push-pull, a good split card. Alright, and our next one. So that's Rakdos. Let's see if we can open the actual Rakdos. I don't know if this is the whole pack. It looks like it is. Right. Ooh, we got another land. We got the Boris one, the Elegant Parlor. That's good. What is this? Oh, that's another rare. Yeah, sure. So that's an Angel Detective. So Wojak Investigator. This is 2 white for 2/4 with flying and vigilance. So at the beginning of your upkeep, investigate once for each opponent who has more cards in hand than you. Interesting. They're trying to aim things at multiplayer and commander, which is fine for me. Offender at large and a forest. Right, let's clean down the table and then I'll get the... Trying to do this in film is not the easiest on the table. Eventually I'll be in a larger room and I might have more space. Alright. Right, so I've got about... I believe I've got... I've showed you everything by the loose boosters. So we've got about another... I think it's 12 packs. 12 packs here, and then that will be the end. All right, wish me luck. Okay, so this is booster 1. So we've got a spirit token. That's cool. I don't think I had one of those before, so that's fine. I can't remember how many tokens there are in the set. Some of them have, like the clues, they're various different ones. They're like 4 or 5 different ones, and some of them only have 1. I've yet to play any green cards in the set, people. So, people, I'm trying to draft green if you can. That's a subtle hint. All right. Oh, as just in time, I said, if we open a Niv, I will explain the Niv. So this is the Niv. This is Niv Mizzet of the Guild Pact. It's every colour mana, so Woburg. So for a 6/6, it's got flying, it's got hexproof and multicoloured. It's whenever it deals combat damage to player, it deals X damage to any target. Target player is worth bearing in mind it's targeted. Target player draws X cards and you gain X life, where X is number of different colour pairs among permanents you control that are exactly 2 colours. So you have to build your deck around it. Anyway, that's a cool commander card, and it's certainly a if you open it in like draft, it's certainly, if you get it early, it's kind of a build round card. I don't mind them having build round cards. We've got and it's rare as well. It's not even a mythic. Enemy perfect interest and a foil planes. All right, that's a good start. That was booster 1, booster 2. Just a tip card, a mole scout. So this is basically this is cool. They're doing all sorts of creature types in Magic. Some of the more exotic ones are like kind of mole. It reminds me kind of a bit like the brushwag. Anyway, I like the artwork on it. There's also the mole god in the set, which is like a red-green card. I'll show you the mole. Hopefully I'll show you the mole god in a minute if I can open it. I don't know if I'm going to open it. I haven't opened the packs, but like the Niv turned up and the mole. Anyway, I like kind of mole and interesting kind of creature types. The Mole God's one of the top 10 limited cards in the set as well. It's a beating stick. Magnifying Glass. So this is one of the ones worth explaining. So this is an iconic card in the set. So it's a 3 mana artifact. It taps for colourless. It's like a mana rock and it has 4 mana investigate. The Wrench, another one of the weapons from the set. Oh, this is good. So this is basically like, so this is Branch of Vitukazi. So this card is similar to an old card called Zertic Cavern, I believe, which is also a land that you can play face down. For that one, it has Morph. So this one has Disguise. So it's basically a similar effect. But this one has also got something else associated with it. Is when it's turned face up, add 2 mana of any colour to your mana pool. And it's until end of turn you don't lose mana as steps and phases end. It's the Candlestick, as I said. Haunted Broodbone. This is a skeleton beast, 6/2 with menace. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent creates 2/1 white dog creature tokens. I haven't got the dog creature token yet. I'm opening quite a few packs. And when it dies, each opponent loses 3 life, and it has Disguise with it as well. We've got the Witness and the Land. Okay, the next one. Okay, so that was coincidence. I said I didn't have a dog. It looks a bit like it's a golden retriever, isn't it? Or yellow Labrador. Yeah. Anyway, it's a dog. It's a cool token. It looks quite cute. Doesn't look like my dog though. All right. Maverick. Let's see if I can move them slightly. All right. Hope people are enjoying your week as well. Hopefully you're enjoying opening the new cards. Oh. Okay, so that's Judith, the Carnage Connoisseurs, and it's also the one that are printed on the promo pack. So it's where Judith is a black and a red for a 3/4. It's when we cast an instant or sorcery spell, choose one. That spell gains Death Touch and Lifelink or create a 2/2 red imp creature token. When this creature dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. A very good card. Oh, and Tolsimir, which is another one of the things, and one of the better limited cards in the set. This is 2 green and a white for a 3/2 with lifelink. Whenever Tolsimir enters the battlefield, create Varja. Fenstalker, legendary 5 green and white wolf token with trample. It's when a wolf you control attacks. If Tolsimir attack this combat target creature and opponent controls blocks the wolf this combat if able. Helen foil and the planes. Right, I'll try and speed up. A clue token. try and avoid the spoils. I try and reveal the cards before. Alright. Aurelia, so this is one of the good cards in the set. I had this in my set with the enchantment that goes with it as well. Aurelia is a red and a white for 4/4. And Dennis, if you're still looking for an Aurelia, I've got this one spare. If you after it, I'll see what I can do. So this is a flying, vigilance, and haste. Whenever a player attacks with 3 or more creatures, you draw a card. Whenever a player attacks with 5 or more creatures, and it's worth bearing in mind, I believe it's a player. It's not just you. Aurelia deals 3 damage to each of your opponents and you gain 3 life. Dramatic accusation in 4 and a forest. Right, let's carry on. And the message, keep getting messages from people. I don't know why they pop up. So that's the card from the mythic angel. Let's see if we can get that one. And that's a beating stick. It's kind of like a base layer angel with morph, with some other bits associated with it. It has flip up. That's even a mechanic from a different game. It's similar to disguise. No, it turns face up for its cost and X in it, and it basically exiles X kind of things when it turns face up. It's until it dies, but you can do cards from graveyards and yours and opponents, and they'll all go back to hand. This is another good card. This is Ezreal Agency Chief. This is the second one I've opened in this thing. So this is what, and they're both in this card frame as well. So it's 1 and white for blue for a 5/5 with flying. It's when Ezreal Agency Chief enters the battlefield, investigate twice, and it's 1, sacrifice an artifact. Ezreal gains your choice of Vigilance, Lifelink, or Hexproof until end of turn. Foil Spider and a Mountain. We've got a clue token. Every Panther, so that's what they print quite a lot of cards with land cycling now, and that's one of the better ones. It's attached to a green for a 6/5 with trample. It's got basic land cycling. It's pretty much a must play when you're in that colour. Murder, as I said, it's common. Alright, let's hope for some more mythics. I don't even know what the card I want in the set most is. I haven't really looked at the things. Hexproof. Well, we definitely want lands, so that's another red-blue land. That's our second one. Oh, this is Krenko, so this is cool. So Krenko and then it's my second one as well. So 2 red for a 3/3. It's a legendary creature, goblin with haste. It's tap, sack an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on each goblin you control. It's when an artifact is put into graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay red. If you do create a 1/1 red creature token goblin, it gains haste. And it's worth bearing in mind if you get the artifact into the graveyard and you make the goblin, you can see it to put the +1/+1 counter on the token. A foil cat and planes. Alright, well, we've got about 5 packs. I'm not really sure. The detective. Another detective lord. Yeah. Let's see if I can get the thing. So that's Wardly Discord. So that's the thing that goes with Aurelia, basically. So this is Wardly Discord. 1 a red and a white for creatures you control, +1/+1. It's whenever a creature enters the battlefield under you control, Wardly Discord deals 1 damage to each opponent. Very good and limited, probably close to constructed, playable. I had that in the deck with Aurelia itself, and I basically had a load of things that generate like tokens and detectives and various bits, and they're shooting the opponent for damage when they come into play, even if they're dying, and it means your things are harder to kill as well. Alright, Insidious Roots in foil and land. Alright, let's try and get these done. Thanks very much if you're still watching. Cracking packs is a hard job. It's a hard job. That's the all split card pack. Another red green land. I don't think we've opened that one before. Oh, what have we got? Another Archdruid's Charm. Regular one this time. The last one was foil. A land and a art card. Right. Goblin token. Oh, that's the first goblin token. And I've got as well. It's obviously made by the Krenko, so we seem to get a load of the matching tokens anyway. Chalk outline, cool card. This is an interesting one. So this is one of the only cards in the set that has an older mechanic on it. It has basically, whenever you sack a clue, target opponent gets 2 poison counters. Card Novelist. Falcon, that's a 1. A blue and a blue for a 1/4. It's when it attacks, gain control of target opponent you own but don't control. It has disguise 1 and blue when it's turn face up. Target opponent gains control of any number of target opponents you control. Draw a card for each one. I might try that in my Zedu deck. Presumed dead. Oh, that seems like a good pull. So this is Tyler's Tracker. This is a 1 old school card. This is a special guest frame. There's various cards in the set that have a special guest frame. So I don't remember what this one's going for, but I opened a Field of the Dead. That's going for what, as of the time of this video, which is near on set release, is about 30 something. This one, I don't know what it is, but it's a very good card. It's an old school one. It's got it's a 2 and a green for a 3/2 with landfall. It's when a land enters the battlefield under control, investigate. It's when we sack a clue, put a count on it. I remember playing it and probably played it in standard when it was out. Anyway, that's one of the better pulls, and it's also got a different artwork on it to the old school Tyler's Tracker. We've got a human token. All right. What's people's best pulls from the set? Let me know in the comments section. Or what are you looking for in the set? Let me know. Another Pyrotechnic Performer. That's like my 5th one, I think. And some foil lands. Nothing much there. Alright. What have we got? I'm not sure if these are going to be messed in. I've messed up. Right, let's just go through them. Oh, that's the land. Yeah, okay, that's good. I've just... That's a 2 red pack by the look of it. These have got in because I didn't. I think that's the second one of that artwork card. Slime Against Humanity. I know someone that wants them. I'll put them aside from it. But I'll explain Slime Against Humanity. It's created 0/0 green ooze creature token with trample. Put X +1/+1 counters where X is 2 plus the number of cards on an X on a graveyard that oozes or named Slime Against Humanity on a 2 green sorcery. A deck can have any number of cards. So it's similar to the Relentless Rats or Persistent Petitioners or thing. And people that know me in Commander, I don't like these cards that make you can play that with multiples in deck. Particularly Out Cold and Inside Source. I'll put that aside for you, George, anyway. Alright. That was just another card that should have been in the pack, and I think I messed up on that one. Alright. I think we're back to the normal ones. But the unicorn is quite cool. Cryptic, so that's our second one of those. Right. I think we've got about 3 more packs, maybe 4. Lightning Helix, probably got a set of those. I think I prefer the original artwork though. I've got full art ones anyway. Codebreaker. Oh yeah, that is the rare though. Sorry, I got confused. So that's Codebreaker. So it's a 1 a red for 2/1. It's got prowess and haste, and it has disguise cost 5 and a red. That's quite expensive. But this cost is reduced by 1 for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. And it's been turn face up. Discard your hand, draw 3 cards. Yeah, we've got 3 more packets. Right. probably going over the hour mark here. Sanctuary Wall, so this is quite cool. Wherever I play this in my wall deck, it's 1 and a white for a 0/4. It's 2 and a green, 2 and a white, sorry. Tap target creature, may put a stun counter on it. If you do put a stun counter on it. Second copy of Judith, pick your poison, a plains and a clue token. This is the last pack. Vigilante. That's an interest. Dogwalker, Chases on. Whipcracker, Gidport, Auditor. Land, so we did quite well on the land anyway. I can't remember what I got, probably 4/5 thing. There's this Roche's Theatre, the Rakdos one. We got a second at Angrif's Rampage, Gazetting Technician, which I think is quite good for a thing. Common. And then Island. Is that everything? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything. Alright. Thanks very much for watching Cracking Packs, and as always, we're going to do these when the new sets are released. So I'll see you again in a couple of months. I mean, you say the new Hearthstone set will be coming out soon, sooner than the Magic one. So I'll be doing one of those. And for those that like me watching those, that's the same kind of style of video of this one, but it's from Hearthstone, which is another TCG. And it's digital as well, so it comes from a different way of me filming it. I use Streamlabs rather than doing these ones in person. Alright, thanks very much for watching. I wish you good luck with Murders at KARLOV Manor. Basically, enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. My name is Matthew. This is Matthew Hawker Gaming. I'll see you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye.